would like to invite Ugur, founder and CEO of Legal Inc. He's come from Turkey, so let's welcome him with a big round of applause.
My name is actually Ugur. G is a little silent, but it was close. Thank you so much. Hey everyone, my name is Ugur. I'm the founder and CEO of Legal Corporation. Today, in this 15 minutes, 10 minutes that we have here, I'll be telling about having a US entity as a non-resident, the right way that everything you can get. We can start with the first slide. Okay, the first question that I want to ask is, why US company? Like, out of the different, you may have heard about, like, okay, there are companies in UAE, there may be companies in Europe. Why the US? The first thing first, if you're looking for being in the US marketplace, as of still today, US has the biggest economy. Additionally, if you're, let's say that not only for the US marketplace, but you're looking for the world marketplace, you're gonna sell to the entire world, US entity is gonna allow you to start using the payment providers. The biggest payment providers, fintech companies, such as, like, if you wanna issue a credit card payments with the biggest credit card issuers, Stripe, it's based in the US. If you're going to have a US PayPal, an entity is going to help you to set it through. I was born in Turkey, and if you was also like born in kind of like the wrong side of the map, it may be a little bit challenging for you to go to the bank account, have your bank account and get these payment providers. But the US LLC or the US entity itself is going to be an ultimate solution for you. The other thing, let's say that you're looking for raising money, you're going to go for VC. You're going to be the next tech startup, let's say. If that is what you're considering, pretty much you can simply, even not only the US VCs, the non-US, non-American VCs, like let's say investors in different regions, they do still ask about Delaware C Corp. So in particular, investors like to invest in a US entity itself. The one other thing actually, it's a little bit simpler than you think. Just like that you're getting something online, you can have your US entity with only one requirement, is you having a proper passport scan. And after that, the entire process is 100% online. You don't have to visit the country, and you can get your entity set up pretty much in some time. It does take time. I'll be telling you about the process in the next slide, please. Okay, let me go to the process. So what is waiting for you that you want to have your entity? First thing first, you're gonna pick a state. I'll tell you about the states in the next slide. But the first thing that has to happen is gonna be your company formation. Entity formation itself, in the common states like Wyoming, Delaware, New Mexico, Florida, it takes around like a week to 10 days. After the company is ready, there are the tax ID numbers. The first tax ID number I wanna explain is EIN, which is the tax ID number of your company, Employer Identification Number. That takes around 30 days, unfortunately. IRS issues it. After the company is ready, you can start the EIN. Once your EIN is ready, you're pretty much ready to have your US bank account. You can set your US bank account with a neobanks, which is a bank without a branch. So these are kind of like technology companies that give you a unique bank account for you, but unlike the big corporate banks, like you may have heard, Bank of America, Wells, Chase Fargo, you don't have to go to the US, the branch itself, to do the KYC. And after the EIN, there's another tax ID number that's called ITIN. ITIN is pretty much the substitute of SSN. So anyone who's a non-resident who can get SSN, they need to have ITIN. Let's say that you're gonna open a US business PayPal. Without ITIN, it's impossible to do so. Or when you're gonna file your taxes, again, you need to have your ITIN ready. And pretty much after your ITIN, you can set your, let's say, selling platforms if you're like an online business owner on Amazon, eBay, Etsy, and those like takes less than a week. And let's go to the next slide, please. What about the states? Okay, where should I choose? There are 50 states. What is the best option for me? Or should I choose an LLC or a C Corp? What type of entity that I must have? Let me answer that. Guys, to simplify this, if you're looking for raising money, if you're gonna go for VC, if you're gonna issue stocks, if there's gonna be big money involved, that you may be a car in the future or something, Delaware C Corp is gonna be working the best for you. Otherwise, you may have heard about it if you thought about setting up a US entity, but I think it's overrated. You don't need to do Delaware C Corp. Wyoming would work pretty much good as an LLC, and under the umbrella of LLC, you can do pretty much most businesses. There's one state that I want to mention that's by far the favorite that I like the most. That's called New Mexico. Well, in the state of New Mexico, it is pretty much the same like Wyoming. It's just faster, simpler, and both this Delaware, Wyoming, Florida, they have their annual renewals. So after you start your company, whether you do a business or you don't do a business, you need to renew your company. With New Mexico, it doesn't have any annual renewal, so you're good. And yeah, if it's VC included, then you're gonna raise funds. Delaware C Corp or else Wyoming would work, and my favorite option is again New Mexico. And the next thing. So you're thinking about, okay, can we go to the next slide, please? Let's say that, okay, I have a company there, I have my business there. So what's waiting for me after I start an entity? Should I have an office? Should I have people? What am I gonna go through? First thing first, you can have your maintenance and compliance from the comfort of your seat. The incorporator, people who start your company with, they are most likely going to be your registered agent, which is a bridge between the state and your US entity. So anything from the state goes to your registered agent first, and from the registered agent, it comes to you. So that's the one thing that you have to have compliance with. You have to have a registered agent. It's called like $100 to $200 a year. They're very nice. And they're going to give you an address. You can receive unlimited documents. And in addition to registered agent, let's say if it was Delaware State, the annual renewal for LLC is around $300, then you have to do regardless. Whether American, you do business, you don't do business, you need to renew your company in Wyoming. This is around $40. New Mexico doesn't have it, which is an advantage. These are the two simple things that you have to have compliance with. The question that we get the most, and the people are curious, is taxes. Go to the next slide. So let me get into taxes before I get in shortly. I am, as a legal disclaimer, like I'm not an IRS representative or I do not like represent IRS. I'm not a CPA or anything. I work with multiple, so like I'll be short to simplify as much as for you to understand. Guys, taxes are on two levels in the US, one federal, the other is in the own state. If you choose this common states that I was mentioning, pretty much for the state taxes, when you don't live and reside in that state, you don't have to do anything. You're good with the state taxes. Federal taxes starts in January until the April. During that season, you have to file and you have to declare your income. You're going to be paying a percentage of your profit after you put in your expenses. The percentage that you'll be paying varies from 9 to 37. Most of our customers who, let's say like in their first year, that they make 6 figures in revenue, 5 figures in profit, they pay like 18 to 24% of their income, and that's pretty much about taxes. And lastly, I want to finish up with, can we go to the next slide please? And lastly, again, like we emphasize the importance of ITIN, we're the ITIN.com. Pretty much, we have the best market prices that we guarantee. Anywhere has any other prices we can match. We've been in the industry over 6 years, have thousands of customers from all around the world. Very straightforward, simple process. We don't complicate things if you're looking for setting your US entity. And pretty much, if like anything further that you want to go through, feel free to contact me on LinkedIn. Additionally, I have my YouTube where I go through like all of these topics a little bit in detail, more than the 10 minutes that I have here. And my name is Ugur. I appreciate all of your time here. Thank you so much.